Is there a route for a modern fighter like Tyson Fury to go on and become and be considered the best heavyweight ever? Is it even possible to do that?
Well, look, you've got to look at its eras, isn't it? You know, you look at the eras down the years, and you look at all the great heavyweight champions, great heavyweight fighters. He's done everything that's been asked of him. You know, he went to Germany. He beat the guy who, for 10 years, who was roughly 10 years in Klitschko, was champion. Went in there as an underdog, a big underdog over there, and just took him to school, boxing lesson in the other guy's backyard. He went to the States twice and fought Wilder, who was considered the hardest punching heavyweight statistically ever, and certainly the hardest punching heavyweight in the last 30 odd years, no doubt about that. And got robbed in the first fight. He won that first fight. Got off the floor twice and still won it. Got robbed. And the second fight emphatically destroyed him. So how many guys have done that, going to the other guy's backyard? Didn't happen in the UK. He went to Germany, he went to the States. So you look at that, and then you look at, you know, he's fighting Joshua, becomes the first guy to ever unify the 4 belts. That's a massive achievement. And for me, you look at fighters and think, how would they be in this generation? As, you know, as an old guy, a lot of times I think, well, if this fellow was around, like Marvin Hagler, who obviously we'll talk about in a moment, you'd say, what would he be in this generation? What would he do? You know, how would Alvarez do with him? Or Canelo do with, how would he you know, who would win that one? For me, it'd be Hagler all day long. But you look at those things. But I think with Tyson, he's a fighter who, with any generation, would be there, be in the top couple in any generation. And remember, he's not. You look at his record; he's not been a massively active fighter over the years. And you know, the next couple of years, depending on who's around, he comes through the Joshua fights and moves on. You know, goes on and beats a couple of more guys. He'll be the best of his generation, without a doubt.